Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, HaKadosh. Alright, this is double honors to the apostles and elders of a great millstone, who are the true apostles and elders of all Israel. Alright, and this is Brother Yahweh Shai with another lesson. Salaki, I'm having a bit of a time trying to breathe. And Salaki for the background noise. But basically today, I'm going to be going in on this was posted a week ago. It says the Freedom Georgia Initiative, the new Black Wall Street. So basically what this is about is Jake is trying to rebuild, all right, in this kingdom. All right, they're trying to separate from Esau in the same land, all right. And so what they're trying to do is create pretty much another Black Wall Street, with which, if you don't know what that is, I would definitely recommend going and looking that up. That way you can get a little bit of history and what it is. But to give a summary of what it was like pretty much Jake's domain. You know, they had like their own stores, their own houses, their own lawyers, so on and so forth. Like they were running their own businesses, pretty much becoming better than their economy. They're part of the state or city that they were in. What's it called? Was doing better than Esau, so Esau went and bombed it. All right, and so that's what Jake is trying to do all over again, which we know that, you know, you're not supposed to build in this kingdom. All right, so real quick, I want to start it off with this. All right, just to get a quick precept. All right, just like give 1 second. All right, so it's going to be the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 1, and it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." That's right. So there is a season and a time for everything, and that was not the time nor the season to be trying to build up in Esau's kingdom. But Jake doesn't understand that. Jake, you know, is they're right now they're in their wickedness. They don't seek unto Yahweh Bashim Shai to be saved, but instead they're seeking either to themselves or Esau, or, you know, some other type of god. All right, and I want to jump down to, where's it at? All right, so it says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 3, and jumping down to verse, I'll start jumping down to verse 3. It says, "A time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build." All right, so there's a time to break down and a time to build, and Jake is trying to build whenever it's not the time. All right, so their timing is hella off whenever they're trying to get inside Esau's kingdom, or trying to build their own type of kingdom, little mini kingdom. All right, that they're trying to have. Okay, but I want to go ahead and let y'all watch this video real quick if you haven't already seen it. That way you can get an idea of what they're talking about. Okay.
"I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich." Welcome to the Black Excellence and Abundance Channel. The Freedom Georgia Initiative. With consistent deaths of black people at the hands of those in place to protect and serve the citizens of this United States, there are a great number of black people who vehemently believe that the only way they will receive freedom, justice, and equality is to separate from white society.
Now that idea, all right, is of separating from white society in order to be free and stuff. You know, is that's a righteous mindset. All right, but the way they're going about it is wicked. Okay, because they're not seeking unto Yahweh their power, but rather seeking unto Esau's resources. All right, they're seeking unto Esau in order to build up a little mini kingdom of their own. Which, if I can, I want to get this real quick. which we brought this out at camp Saturday. It's a really good precept. So this is gonna be. It's like I'm trying to find it right now. Let's see. Gone. So this is Isaiah chapter 31 and verse 1, and it says, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh." That's right. So woe unto them that seek that go down to Egypt for help. So how are they getting all this land? How are they getting all this money and stuff to even build up? By way of what? By way of Esau, man. All right, they're seeking unto Esau to build up, to get away from. They're seeking unto their oppressor to get away from the oppressor. All right, they're not seeking unto Yahweh, and it says, "Woe unto them It says, "Woe unto them that that go down to Egypt for help instead of Yahweh," man. All right, so I want to go ahead and let it keep playing.
Back in the 1960s, the Kerner Commission discovered that in the U.S. there are two separate but equal societies in America. Now, in 2020, a black Georgia-based realtor who had to receive therapy following the horrific murder of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia back in February of 2020 is now following that ideal to create a peaceful, safe community for black people. Ashley Scott and Renee Walters founded the Freedom Georgia Initiative for the importance of general and casual safety for black people in the United States. Scott said, "We are dealing with deep-rooted issues that will require more than protesting in the streets. It will take for us as a people, as Atlanta rapper and activist Killer Mike so eloquently put, to plot, plan, strategize, organize, and mobilize." So that's what
God, so what they're trying to do is overtake Esau's kingdom, all right, by building up their own type of empire within Esau's kingdom, all right. But we know that it ain't so, because we know that now is not the time to be trying to build up in this place. All right, as we read in Ecclesiastes, there's a time to break down and it's time to build. Right now is the time of breaking down Esau's kingdom. All right, so Esau he's getting ready to be destroyed. All right, the Lord's getting ready to destroy this man. All right, and Jake is sitting here trying to build up. All right, so I want to get this as well. All right, so this is Hosea chapter 7 and verse 1, and it reads, "When I would have healed Israel, then the iniquity of Ephraim was discovered, and the wickedness of Samaria, for they commit falsehood, and the thief cometh in, and the troop of robbers spoileth without. And they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. Now their own doings have beset them about. They are before my face." That's right. So it says the main point of that was and they consider not in their hearts that I remember all their wickedness. So they just, they said bump the Most High, because the majority of people now know about this truth, man. This truth has gone out to all four corners of the earth. All right. They now know about this truth. And they still are trying to build up, or they just don't believe. They praise Baal, Beelzebub, Esau, should I say, and all these other gods, for giving them, land, all right, giving them those paychecks, man, those loans. Okay, they praise Esau and them for doing all of that instead of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So they don't think that the Lord is watching them, man. They forget that the Lord remembers all their wickedness, and that He's getting ready to throw this place down, and those who join hand in hand, all right, are going to be taken down as well. All right, so I'll go ahead and let this video play a little bit more, and then we'll end it off.
Right. I and my good friend Renee Walters, an entrepreneur and investor, did. The Freedom Georgia Initiative's Facebook page say that they hope to be an innovative model for self-sufficiency, environmental sustainability, and cooperative economics among Black, Indigenous, people of color communities across the African diaspora globally. A group of 19 black families purchased almost 97 acres of land in Tomsboro, Georgia, to plant the seeds for a thriving new city. In an op-ed published on Blavity, founder of the Freedom Georgia Initiative, Ashley Scott, said, "I sought counseling from a black therapist after the tragic death of Ahmaud Arbery, a young black man who was killed while out for a jog in Georgia in February 2020. And therapy helped. It helped me to realize that what we as black people are suffering from is racial trauma. We are dealing with systemic racism." After Ashley Scott and Renee Walters launched their Freedom Georgia Initiative, Scott and Walters attended local city council and zoning meetings. Then she and 19 other families came together to purchase the large amount of land in Tomsboro, Georgia. History has shown that to wait for others to prioritize the safety and protection of black people has proven to be futile. As a result, many of us have taken the initiative for our own economic and environmental destiny. Scott continues, "We figured we could try to fix a broken system, or we could start fresh. We could start a city that could be a shining example of being the change you want to see. We wanted to be more involved in creating the lives we really want for our black families, and maybe, just maybe, create some generational wealth for ourselves by investing in the land. Ground has already been broken for a location for the new Black Wall Street, one of many to come." Scott plans to equip their newly owned land with black farmers, vendors, suppliers, and contractors. She says that her vision is for other black families to gather and create independent communities to amass land, to develop our own affordable housing, to build our own food systems, build manufacturing and supply chains, build our own home schools, communities, build our own banks and credit unions, our own cities and police departments. She would like us to begin to tax ourselves, vote in a mayor, a city council that you can trust, and overall a safe community for black people. Our own sanctuary cities, owned, operated, and controlled by us. Scott plans to equip their newly owned land with black farmers, vendors, suppliers, and contractors. The Freedom Georgia Initiative's website says, "Our aim is to be a premier recreational, educational, and cultural destination for black families across the African diaspora. We welcome you, your family, and all black allies to support."
All right, that's enough of that. So we understand, man, that real quick before I continue, I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna be back in the book of Hosea. All right, because our people don't learn. All right, it's gonna be Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. It says, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me. Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." That's right. So our people are destroyed for lack of children. Or for lack of knowledge. All right, because they don't hearken unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. They don't fear the Lord. All right. So we already know what happened to the first Black Wall Street, and what are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? Make another one, man. All right, and in the same kingdom by the same man. Okay, Israel don't learn, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans don't learn your lesson. All right, therefore the Lord is going to destroy you along with this devil, man, the one who's in rulership right now, the so-called white man, the red Hebrew Edomite. All right, the Lord is gonna destroy you right along with him. All right. So with that being said, man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory once again unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. All right, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. And may you brothers and you sisters who for everything believe on this truth continue to believe and have faith in Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, that He's gonna be the one to save us out of this. All right, because right now what they're trying to do is they're trying to obtain their own salvation, man. They don't want to wait upon Yahweh, therefore they're going to be destroyed. They're impatient, and the Lord doesn't deal with those who are impatient, man. All right, the Lord doesn't deal with those who don't deal with Him. All right. So once again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory. Call Haloyim Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. All right, once again, double honors to the elders and apostles over Great Millstone, who are the true elders and apostles over all Israel. All right, to the next time I say Shalom.